Welcome to the kitchen where we make everything but pasta. Today I'm going to be making a chickpea curry that is very popular at our place. It's not the regular chickpeas, the big ones, the yellow ones that we buy. These are the black chickpeas that are sold in many grocery stores as well as some Indian stores as well. So they are smaller and they are a little bit darker. They call them black Channa, although they're not necessarily super black. So I'm going to use that today to make the curry. It's a very simple curry. You'll see how quickly you can make it and get it on the table. The only thing is that they do need to be soaked either overnight or at least for 4 to 6 hours. Today I have 2.5 cups of pre-soaked chickpeas. I soaked them last night and they are now ready to go in the pressure cooker for boiling. So while the chickpeas are boiling, I am going to prepare the ingredients for making the sauce for this curry. And we'll start with the onion. So I have 1 large onion here. I have 1 large tomato here as well. I'm going to blend the tomato because I don't like to have pieces of tomato in my curry. So I'm going to just blend it to a nice fine pulp. And I'm going to take the onion and I'm going to dice them with a mandolin. So you can use a white onion or a red onion. I just use whatever I have on hand. So I like to use a mandolin for my onions. Here's the mandolin that I'm going to use. My recommendation is to always use a guard when you're using your mandolin. They are very sharp. And as you will see how small the dice is for this onion. So I'm just going to continue finishing the onion here. So now I have my onion ready here and they're nicely chopped, as you can see. I'm going to take the tomato and put it in a little blender and make a nice pulp out of it. I'm just going to chop the tomato into small pieces, quickly run it through the blender now, make a pulp. So now I'm going to start preparing the sauce. For that, I have a pot here and I'm going to add a good amount of oil, a 1/4 cup to maybe 1/3 of a cup. I'm using canola today. So I'm going to add about 1/3 of a cup. Then I'm going to turn the stove on medium high and add the onions to it. I do like a little zing in my food, so I am going to add a whole green chili, but that's completely optional and you don't have to use it if you don't want any heat in your food. We're going to let these onions cook to a medium golden brown, and then we're going to add the tomatoes and all the other ingredients to that. So we'll cook this for about 10 minutes or until it's golden brown. The onions are almost golden brown, just maybe another minute. And to this, I am going to add the tomatoes, some of the spices, and some tomato paste. Optionally, you could add some very small diced potatoes, but my kids don't like potatoes as much, so I'm not going to add them today. Okay, so this looks ready. I am now going to add the crushed tomatoes that I made earlier. I have a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic here, a 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric powder, and 1.5 teaspoon of a mix of cumin and coriander powder. And here I have 1/2 tablespoon of salt, but you can add salt to your taste. So we'll let this cook a little bit to get all the spices to be infused. And next I'm going to add about 3 to 4 tablespoons of tomato paste. I'm going to let this cook for a few minutes, but I'm going to turn the heat on low so it doesn't splash everywhere. The chickpeas are ready. They're already boiled. I let them go for about 11 minutes. So I have some chickpeas that I took out of the pressure cooker. I'll show you just how soft they are. When you crush them between your fingers, they should just fall apart. Now I'm going to scoop the chickpeas in the sauce, and I don't really want any of the water that was used in the boiling. So I'm just going to use a strainer, one of these, and then just put the chickpeas in here. We'll raise the temperature a little bit, so on medium-low. And I'm going to now make sure I can stir this. I'm going to add about half a cup of water so that it helps in the mixing of the ingredients together. And then I'll cover it and cook on medium-low for about 15 minutes. And then we'll come and check to make sure it's ready. So let's open this, and looks nicely cooked. And all the sauce is mixed in here. You can garnish it with some fresh cilantro. Today I don't have any fresh cilantro, but I did freeze some over the summer from my garden, so I'm going to use that. It still smells amazing. I'm going to turn the stove off, and I'm going to put some of it in a plate for a taste test. So here we have our Channa curry, the black chickpeas. I'm going to serve today with some puris, which are fried, and some kheer, which is similar to rice pudding, but this is a dish that goes together and is loved by all in our family. Today I have my daughter here with me. This is her favorite dish, so she's going to give us a taste test. So Zara, come on in.
I came here specifically for this meal. Actually, it's not true. I came to spend time with my mom, but I'm so excited. I love this meal.
Go ahead.
Okay. So you eat it with the puri. Grab a little bit of the channa and a little bit of the kheer because they pair really well together. It's so good. It's so good.
If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more delicious recipes. Thanks for watching. Bye.